Hi everybody. It is Saturday morning. This is when I'm recording the class. I miss Saturday and Sunday classes. They tend to be high energy, lots of connection, tough classes. So yeah, if you come to the studio on Saturdays, Sundays, we miss seeing you during those classes. As I said before, going back to the yamas and niyamas, the 10 guidelines of yoga, just as kind of a foundational base for me to work from physically, mentally, emotionally. The second yama is satya, which translates to truth. And what was interesting in the book was that it's saying truth is not really the easy and safe bet, okay? It's really kind of an uncomfortable, has an uncomfortable attribute to it at times. But just because it's somewhat uncomfortable doesn't mean that it's not a good thing or that it's not beneficial. So for example, just keeping it as simple as possible, you know, it was basically saying that, you know, let's just give a simple example. Let's say you're just like completely overworked and that's just sucking out the physical, mental, kind of emotional joy of your life. Well, a lot of people would not be truthful and they would say, well, I can hang in there and manage it. I don't need to delegate things. I like what I'm currently doing and maybe another job avenue isn't for me. Like just kind of in a way lying to ourselves or trying to fib what the current situation is. Whereas in the book, it's saying that just standing in that presence and saying or expressing truth, like I am overtired, I have not eaten well, I've been drinking too much, my sleep is off, whatever it is, has more of a straightforward depth to it that allows us to become aware, enlightened, and change it, you know, like act to make changes or transform our life for the better. So I certainly can relate to this yama. I'm sure you can too in one way or another. And just kind of practicing today, being grounded in your truths and reflecting on your truths. What is truthful to you? All right, so let's get started here. Today's practice is going to focus a little bit more on the shoulders. So for our starting point, we are going to start in a quick child's pose. Just there for 3 long, full, deep breaths as a way to get grounded and connected to our breath. And then we'll move into our practice, which is going to work a little bit more of the shoulders today, heart openers. So take your child's pose, and when you land in your child's pose, take 3 meaningful breaths. All right, come into an all-fours position, and then take your left palm to the center of the mat, sweep your right arm up to the sky, and then thread your needle on the right. So your right shoulder is down, your right temple is down. If you want to take your left arm behind your back for a half bind, you can. And take 3 deep breaths here. Left palm to the ground, sweep the right arm high, and then right palm down. Switch the sides, right palm down, left arm up, and then thread the needle on the left. If you want, you can take that half bind. You're here for 3 conscious breaths. Right palm to the ground, sweep the left arm high, and then left palm to the ground. Okay, come back to a neutral position, and then I can't remember what this yoga pose is called, but I think it's a variation of rabbit pose. I honestly don't remember, so for your yogi connoisseurs, I'm sure you know. But you're gonna have your toes tucked under, your knees are pretty close together, and then you interlace your fingers at your low back. And you're gonna take the crown of your skull, like the tip top where that little kind of hard part of the bone is, and bring that into the ground. So not your forehead, but the crown of your skull. And then you stretch into your shoulders. See if you can maybe pull your knuckles a little bit closer to the front of the room. This is kind of like a variation of child's pose and rabbit pose. Okay, and then bring your fingertips to the ground. Whew. And then take it to a downward facing dog. When you get to down dog, take a few moments to stretch out your feet. Get circulation into the feet. Maybe take a lion's breath if you need. Deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Here's the truth. I think a lot of us are starting to get freaking cramped up in the house and we want to get back to a little bit of a normal life, you know, but we have to be safe, we have to be smart, so don't let it get the best of you. Don't let it scare you. Yeah, if you want to rotate your head side to side, sometimes that feels good in a down dog. Okay, we're going to take some variations of Sun A. Stay with me. Raise your heels, bend your knees, and walk or hop to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold. Exhale. Stand up tall, sweep the arms high, and palms to heart center. Exhale. Interlace the fingers at the low back again, and then inhale, open your chest, forward fold, keep the fingers. Again, working into the shoulders, let your head drop nice and heavy. 3 deep breaths here. Fingertips to the ground, inhale, halfway lift, and high to low plank, Chaturanga Tadasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Little pedal in the feet, little pedal in the knees. And let's follow that sequence. Raise your heels, bend your knees, walk or skip to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold. Exhale. Stand up tall, sweep the arms high. Inhale, palms to heart center. Exhale. Interlace the fingers at the low back. Inhale, open the heart. Humble, bow, exhale. Fingertips to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. And high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a really smooth breath here. Let's go 2 more rounds. Raise your heels, bend your knees, walk or skip to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold. Exhale. Stand up tall, sweep the arms high. Palms to heart center. Exhale. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the heart. And forward fold. Keep the fingers. Exhale. Fingertips to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. And high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Hopefully by now you feel the shoulders and the heart starting to loosen up a little bit. Raise your heels, bend your knees, walk or skip to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold. Exhale. Stand up tall, sweep the arms up. Inhale, palms to heart center. Exhale. Interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the heart, and forward fold. Exhale. Fingertips to the ground, halfway lift, inhale, and high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. Come into a high plank, and then with your right palm down, take a side plank. Okay, left foot on top. If you need to drop to the right knee here, that's completely fine. Just make sure it's right below your right hip. Feeling strength in the arms and feeling the heart open. Opening up to your sense of trust. High plank, hold here, breathe. And then left palm down, side plank, Vashisthasana. Again, if you need to drop to the left knee, do so. Feeling your arms straighten and feeling your chest stretch open. High plank, hold here, breathe. Stay with me. Slide forward on the tiptoes. Lower halfway, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Back to low plank, Chaturanga. High plank, and downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up into the sky. Right knee to the chest. Squeeze in very tight. Right leg, take it high. And step your right foot forward for Warrior One. As you press down through your feet, lift up through your chest, sparking up through your fingertips. Interlace your fingers at the low back. Inhale, open your chest, and humble warrior. Exhale, breathe. Warrior One, take it back up, palms to heart center, exhale. Now keeping this back foot flat, prayer twist to the right. Keep your back foot flat and planted. This is a really deep twist in the middle and upper back. If you want, you can stretch the arms open. Warrior One, back to center. And Warrior Two, open up here. Keeping the right knee bent, reverse the warrior. Stretch up and breathe. And high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg, take it high. Left knee toward the chest, squeeze. Left leg, take it high. And step your left foot forward for warrior one. Sometimes in our practice, we feel a little off balance or we feel scattered. Warrior one is a great pose to get your feet planted into the ground. Once you're more grounded, you feel more confident. Interlace the fingers at the low back. Inhale, open the heart. And then humble warrior. Exhale. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Warrior one. Take it back up. And then palms to heart center. Exhale. Keeping that back foot flat, you'll prayer twist to the left now. It's a solid weekend twist. You're in your digestive system. If you want to stretch the arms open, you can. Warrior one, rise back up. And then warrior two, open up. Keeping that left knee bent, reverse the warrior. And high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, come into a high plank here. And then take it to a forearm plank. One forearm down, then follow with the other. Holding and breathing here. Holding and breathing here. If you want, you can stay as you are, or right forearm down for forearm side plank. Very similar to that side plank a few minutes ago. If for whatever reason you have to drop to that right hip here, you can. Make sure you're not dumping into the right shoulder. Forearm plank back to center. Hold for a moment. And then left forearm down, forearm side plank. Breathing, heating up the body. Forearm plank, back to center, hold here, breathe. High plank, hold here, breathe. Stay with me, slide forward on the tiptoes, lower halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, back to low plank, chaturanga, high plank, and downward facing dog. Let's do another round of flow. Right leg, take it high. Right knee towards the chest. Right leg, take it high. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one. Cruising up on the inhale. Interlace the fingers. Exhale. Inhale, open the chest. And humble warrior. Exhale. Warrior one. Cruise up, inhale. Prayer twist to the right. Exhale. Warrior one. Rise up, inhale. Warrior two. Exhale. Reverse that warrior. Inhale. Beautiful job, y'all. And high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg, take it to the sky. Left knee towards the chest, hug in. Left leg, take it high. And step your left foot forward, warrior one. Rising up on the inhale, interlace those fingers, exhale. Inhale, open your chest, and humble warrior, exhale. Warrior one, take it up, inhale. Prayer twist to the left, exhale. Warrior one, cruise up, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse the warrior, inhale. And high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, this time you're going to drop to the knees and we're going to take Dolphin Pose, which is down dog on your forearms. So for those of you who know it, you can go right into it. You can do some forearm stand hops if you want. You take your forearms down to the ground. They're going to be parallel to each other and your palms are going to be pressing into the ground. Tuck your toes under, walk your legs up a little bit, and make sure that your shoulders are above your elbows. And then let your head drop nice and heavy. But don't let it hit the ground. If you want, you can take a leg up into the sky. Breathe a little bit. I'm going to keep it simple. I'm going to keep it simple today. I'm going to just hold my dolphin pose and breathe. It's a great pose for the hamstrings, the core, and the shoulders. Okay, and then drop to your knees and downward facing dog. Whew. Let's take another round of flow. Right leg, take it high. Right knee towards the chest, hug in. Right leg, take it high, and step your right foot forward, warrior one. Rising up on the inhale, interlace the fingers, exhale. Inhale, open that chest, and humble warrior, exhale. Warrior one, take it up, inhale. Prayer twist to the right, exhale. Warrior one, cruise up, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse your warrior, inhale. And high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Here we go. Left leg, take it high. Left knee towards the chest, hug in. Left leg, take it high. And step your left foot forward for warrior one. Rising up on the inhale, interlace the fingers, exhale. Inhale, open the chest, and humble warrior, exhale. Warrior one, cruise up, inhale. Prayer twist to the left, exhale. Warrior one, take it up, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Reverse the warrior, inhale. And high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Really good job, everybody. You know, sometimes when you flow and resist less defensive, less sensitive, less aggressive, it allows us to open up more fully to that truth. That truth that we're going to come into a high plank and just rock out some traditional mountain climbers. Right knee to chest, exhale. And you step back on that inhale. Keep this pattern going all by yourself. We're working some abs here. Our shoulders should be loosened up from all the forward folds and humble warriors and twists. Solid breath. Stay motivated. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold, exhale. Take your 2 peace fingers, wrap them around the big toes. And and then use that as leverage to pull yourself down into your legs. Let your head drop nice and heavy. And then release from the big toes. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold, exhale. Stand up tall, sweep the arms high, and palms to heart center, exhale. Bend the knees, and the fingertips into the ground, and then sweep the arms up for chair. Draw the palms together at heart center, and then prayer twist to the right. Okay, so left elbow, right thigh. Breathing. Breathing. If you want, you can stretch the arms open. Side crow is there if you have that in your practice. I'm going to go a little side crow there. Kind of feeling that in my practice. That was my truth. Staying exactly as you are with your right foot down, with your left foot up into the air about 6 to 8 inches, and then step that left foot back for Crescent Lunge, prayer twist. Okay, so your legs are working here, same with your core. If you want to stretch the arms open, you can. And then Crescent Lunge, come back to center, and Warrior Two, hold here. Okay, straighten the right leg, reverse the triangle. Right fingertips go up, and then to side angle pose. So right fingertips down, left fingertips high. Okay, you can stay as you are, or we're going to work a half or a full bind. So the left arm will go behind the back, and the right arm is going to go underneath the right leg. See if you can link up the fingers. Now, if you know Bird of Paradise, feel free to go to it, but I'm just showing a full bind. Now, a lot of times the bodies will kind of look like this. That's usually due to flexibility in the belly and the chest. Lift your heart up. Lift your heart up. And then keeping that right knee bent, reverse the warrior, come back up, and high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, downward facing dog. All right, come into a high plank. This time, left knee to chest, exhale. High plank, inhale, right knee to chest, exhale. High plank, inhale. Keep this pattern going all by yourself. Smooth and steady, people. Crunching your abs, feeling your shoulders working. Breath is on point. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet up to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold, exhale. Gorilla pose, spread your feet about hips width distance, and then slide your palms right underneath your feet. Let your head drop nice and heavy. And then release from the bottoms of the feet. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold, exhale. Stand up tall, sweep those arms high, and palms to heart center, exhale. Bend the knees, bring the fingertips into the ground, and then sweep the arms up for chair. Draw the palms together at heart center, and then prayer twist to the left. Hey, we've been here before. Pick your variation. As I said, I'm kind of feeling side crow today. That's my truth. So I'm going to act on it. Staying exactly as you are with your left foot down, lift your right foot up, and then step your right foot back for prayer twist, crescent lunge. Lots of fire in the legs. This is a big twist. Make sure your breath is there. It's enthusiastic. Crescent lunge, rise back up, and then warrior two, open up. Straighten the left leg, reverse the triangle to side angle pose. So left fingertips down and right fingertips high. Hey, from here you can do whatever you want. Like I said, I'm doing the full bind, so the right arm behind the back, left arm underneath the left leg, and then you lift your chest open. And again, this is chest and shoulders. That's where we're working today, opening our hearts. Keeping the left knee bent, reverse the warrior, come back up, and high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Give yourself 3 deep breaths here. Yeah, if you want to press pause and do some inversions, or you have some type of challenge pose you want to do or whatever, or take a long child's pose. Okay, we're going to drop to the knees again, and we're going to go back. Let me check the time real quick. Okay. We're going to go back to that dolphin pose, and we're going to take a variation. They're like a dolphin, I don't know if you would call it a push-up, but we'll see where we can go with it. So you're in that dolphin pose. Right, tuck the toes under, walk the feet up a little bit. And either you can stay in dolphin, or you're going to just, stay really grounded, and you come onto your tiptoes and pull your belly button into your spine. Lean the weight a little bit forward, and then you come back to normal. Okay, so it's lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, lower, lift, and lower. Keep that process going all by yourself here, little by little. Might start getting tough to breathe. It is for me. Breathe. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Drop to the knees, and we'll go back into a downward facing dog. Raise the heels, bend the knees, walk or skip to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. And forward fold, exhale. Stand up tall, sweep the arms high, and palms to heart center, exhale. All right, we did this a couple classes ago. I think it was Christina Ayako, I pulled from her class, but it's a sequence of 3 poses, balancing poses. So we'll start in tree, your right foot down and the left foot to the inside of the right leg. Anywhere aside from the right knee. And now you can keep your palms together, or you can branch out. Keep your balance. And then from here, you're going to go to bend that right knee, left thigh over, left arm under. And the palms will face each other to the best of your ability. And then your elbows are about shoulders height. And then from here, you're going to dancer's pose. So right foot down, you'll bend the left knee, left hand to the inside of the left foot. And then left foot to the ground. Good job. Sweep the arms up. Full breath in. And forward fold. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. And high to low plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we're going to drop to the knees again. And we're going to do those dolphin little tiptoe raises, okay? If that doesn't feel good in your body, you can stay in regular dolphin, or you can go to something else like forearm plank, high plank, side planks. And just get right into it. You're coming onto the toes, lifting the heels, a little bit of that weight going forward. Lots of constriction in the abs, in the back, and in the shoulders. Got about 15 more seconds here. Breathe. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whoa, those are tough. Downward facing dog. Stretch the arms out. Raise the heels, bend the knees, walk or hop to the hands. Inhale, halfway lift, and forward fold. Exhale. Stand up tall, sweep the arms high, and palms to heart center. Exhale. Okay, now with your left foot down, you'll take your right foot to the inside of the left leg. And then breathe. Take that to eagle pose. Bend the left knee, right thigh over, right arm under. And then dancer pose. Slowly draw that right knee in. Right hand inside the right leg. And left arm will go high. Right foot to the ground. Just kind of pedal out your feet. And then bring your feet together. We're going to come into Tadasana real quick. This just basically means standing at attention. Your arms are to the sides, palms face forward. And then either your eyes will stay open or you can close your eyes. We're not going to be here for long. This is a restful grounding pose through the feet. Your posture is upright. It teaches us how to live from that sense of truth and self-esteem. Sweep the arms up, full breath in, and forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, and high to low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Raise the heels, bend the knees, and then jump through to sit. Right onto your butt. Extend your legs to the front of the room, scoot your butt back a little bit, and then take a forward fold over both legs. And then nicely sit up. You'll roll all the way onto your back as you hug both knees into the chest. And I really appreciate y'all being patient with me during these videos. It's kind of a new thing, you know, to have yourself on video, to try to breathe, try to do the poses. It's challenging, but it's good. It's a good learning curve. All right, take your legs up into the sky here. Place your arms and your hands to wherever it's going to be, most effective. And then lower your legs 2 inches from the ground as you look at your toes, and just pedal the feet. Flutter the feet, rather. We've been here before. This is quadriceps, this is low back, this is abdominals. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and raise the legs up. Okay, breathe. And now lower 2 inches from the ground. Cross your right ankle over your left, and then keep that. You'll switch the sides and then keep that pattern going. So right over left, left over right. You can look at the toes here. We've got about 10 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh boy, raise the legs up. Lower, 2 inches from the ground. Now you cross the left ankle over the right, and then switch the sides and keep that pattern going. So ankle crossers there, quads, abs. Stay in it. Stay in your sense of truth here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and raise the legs up. Oh my goodness. And then one more round. Lower, and just start to flutter the toes. We're going to go 30 seconds here. A little bit longer of a round. Quads, abs, sense of truth. Breathe into it. Stay with it. Halfway in here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and raise the legs up. Hug the knees into the chest. Very good job, everybody. Kudos to you. We don't have the heat anymore, which is kind of a bummer, but kudos to you for still getting on your mat. I'm talking to a lot of you who are still getting on your mat. So bring your feet into the ground. You could go a bridge or a wheel. We're going to do 2 rounds here. I'm going to start with an easy bridge. I like to interlace my fingers below my butt and stretch my shoulders. 2 deep breaths. And then lower down to the ground. Okay, now bridge or wheel, your call here. If you're doing wheel, take your time. I like to come onto the tiptoes. Give me a little more leverage to get higher. It's a little more stretch in my chest. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, lower to the ground. Just sway your shins side to side. Let me check how much time we've got here. Okay, yeah, right on time. So we're going to keep this easy today. You just cross your right ankle over your left knee for a figure 4 half pigeon. You take your hands to your left knee and lightly pull down and in. Rest your skull on the back of the mat. If you're looking up like this, it's adding a lot more tension in the back of your neck. It's not here for long. Stretch the right leg. Okay, and then switch up the sides. So right foot down, you'll cross the left ankle over the right thigh, and then go ahead for that half pigeon there. This is a great modification or variation if you don't really love pigeon pose, or if you have some ankle or knee issues. Okay, and then hug both knees into the chest. Take your left leg long. You'll twist over to the left real quick. Just 2 deep breaths. And then switch the sides. Left knee in, right leg long. And then come back to center, hug both knees back into the chest. And let's go for a nice little Shavasana here. If you have low back pain or middle back pain, one of the options for Shavasana is you can bend your knees and bring your ankles right below your knees. So I'm gonna go in that Shavasana today. My low back's been a little sore. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale through your mouth. And then take 2 deep breaths here. If you want, you can take a good morning stretch, get some length in the body. And taking it slow, however you want, you'll drop to a side and press yourself up into your seated position. All right. Class 21 this was. And today we spoke about Satya, truth. How truth has a realness and a depth to it. Not always easy, not always comfortable, but thinking about our truth, acting upon our truth, has a real power to it. To draw our palms together at heart center, we'll cap off our practice today with one sacred Om. Take a nice deep breath in. Om. I see, I honor, and I acknowledge the light and the truth that is within you, because that light and truth also resides within me. Have a really good rest of your weekend. Stay safe and take care. Namaste. All right, I love all of you. Thank you again for your donations. Have a great weekend. See you soon, okay?